She decided about you before you spoke, before your joke, before your confidence, before your game. And the reason has almost nothing to do with what most men spend their lives trying to improve. There is a hidden signal women read in seconds, a signal that can trigger attraction, respect, or silent rejection, often before you even realize the interaction has begun. In this video, you'll uncover why women test men, why they choose certain men instinctively, the psychological sequence attraction actually follows, and the one mistake that destroys desire before it starts. More importantly, by the end, you'll understand how to change the signal you project, how to pass the tests most men fail without knowing, and how to become the kind of presence women feel before they can explain it. Stay until the end. Before we dive in, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. She decided in seconds. But why? She looks at two men. One tries harder, one says less. She chooses the second. Why? Because attraction often begins before logic, before conversation, before she consciously explains anything. And if you stay with me, you'll understand two forces that quietly shape how women read men, forces most men never notice. A man walks into a cafe. He approaches a woman. His words are fine. His appearance is fine. But while he speaks, she is reading something deeper. His pauses carry tension. His attention seeks approval. His presence feels like effort. Now another man enters, calm, unforced, settled, nothing theatrical, same room, different effect. What changed? The first force, internal congruence, not fake confidence, not performance. Alignment, thought, emotion, body language, and presence moving together. Research in social perception and nonverbal communication suggests people form rapid judgments within seconds, and women often read these signals with remarkable sensitivity. Do you remain grounded under silence, under uncertainty, under subtle pressure? That matters. She delays replying. One man spirals. Another remains unchanged. She notices. She challenges an opinion. One man collapses. Another becomes defensive. A third stays warm, calm, and firm. She notices. These moments often reveal structure more than charm. And many men make one mistake. They try to create attraction before creating ease. But chemistry without ease can feel like pressure. And pressure can kill attraction. Now the second force, psychological polarity. Not dominance, not games. Dynamic contrast. Steadiness, meeting spontaneity. Structure meeting emotion. Difference, creating tension. Because attraction often weakens when contrast disappears. Too much sameness, too much accommodation, no spark. And here is where it gets deeper. Women often move toward men around whom they experience a stronger version of themselves. This is not theory alone. Research associated with the American Psychological Association, attachment studies, and interpersonal attraction research repeatedly point toward a powerful idea. People are deeply influenced by how they feel about themselves in another person's presence. That changes everything. The question is no longer, how do I impress her? The question becomes, who does she become around me? More open, more alive, more respected, more relaxed, or more guarded, more burdened, more emotionally responsible? That may shape attraction more than technique ever will. And now the part many men miss. Women often remember emotional trajectory, not just what happened, how it moved. Did the interaction deepen? Did tension become connection? Did the energy rise? A conversation that ends with resonance can linger. A strong beginning that fades into neediness can die fast. That is psychology, not luck. Now return to those first seconds. She may not be judging whether you look powerful. She may be sensing whether your presence feels stable, whether you carry value or negotiate for it. And that difference can change everything. So if you understand only these two ideas, internal congruence and psychological polarity, you understand something most men overlook. Because women often respond not only to what a man says, but to what his presence quietly communicates. And once you see that, you stop performing and start becoming. And here's where it becomes even more interesting, because a woman may feel drawn to a man and still pull away. Why? Because attraction alone does not create emotional investment. There is something deeper. A woman may feel chemistry with a man, but if she senses that his identity shifts to keep her, that chemistry starts collapsing. The moment she feels you are abandoning your center to preserve her approval, something subtle changes. Respect begins to erode, and once respect erodes, attraction often follows. Now watch how this plays out in real life. She disagrees with you, not aggressively, just enough to create tension. Most men react in one of two ways. They either soften too quickly, changing their opinion to keep harmony, or they become rigid, defending themselves as if disagreement were danger. Both reactions reveal the same problem. Her response is controlling his internal state. But the rare man does something different. He remains relaxed. He listens. He holds his view without pressure. He doesn't fight for dominance, and he doesn't surrender for approval. He stays himself. And in that moment, something powerful happens. The interaction stops feeling ordinary. It becomes charged, alive, psychological. Because now she is no longer evaluating words, she is experiencing character. And this is where many women become fascinated. Not because he said something brilliant, but because he did not lose himself under tension. That is rare. And rare things create value, which leads to a deeper question. What happens when a woman realizes your calm is not an act, but a structure she cannot disturb? That is where attraction can become obsession. And this is where the psychology gets even darker. Before you leave, the video now appearing on your screen reveals the psychological secret that makes your wife obsessed with you, without chasing, without pressure, without trying harder. Click now before you miss what can change everything. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe.